Release the Kraken!
Welcome back, fellow game designers. In this one, we're going to go ahead and make the ball for our Pong game. So you see last time we made our paddle. And the ball is going to be pretty quick. I'm not going to even do a reference image for it. I'm just going to eyeball it. So now, of course, the ball doesn't have to be anything really complicated. You could really just do a sphere. But for the sake of not just doing a sphere, we're going to do something else. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab a cylinder here. And I'm going to make this large enough to be comparable to my paddle. So I'm going to go over to my polycylinder options over here. Grab the radius. Let's go ahead and drag. Make sure you grab the word here in the middle mouse click out. Just kind of drag that up to be about however big is appropriate for your paddle size. Now let's go ahead and make the height. Then I'm going to round these caps off and come down to caps. I'll set that to a 1. And right now they come out as pointy, but I want them to be round. So I'm going to go to the cap subdivision. And I'll middle mouse click and drag till I'm happy. Yeah, that's probably good. So I have this like pill shape here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the middle edge, or middle row of faces, and be creative with it. So face mode, I'm going to grab this middle row, hold shift, double click. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Bring up my scale tool, I'll go ahead and just scale these up. And then I get the outer, upper and lower rings. So I go into my front view here, zoom out. I'll just drag a box through the upper section, and I'll hold shift and I'll do the same thing for the lower section, leaving just the middle not selected. And I actually ended up grabbing a little bit too much. I'm going to go hold down the control key to get this little minus. I'm going to drag this through these two rings right here. That's better. I'm going to go and grab my scale tool and scale in the middle, kind of pull those in. Then I'll scale down to pull those in a little bit more. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'll take this outer ring one more time, so grab it, hold shift, double click, and I will extrude this outer ring. Actually, I'm not going to extrude, I'm going to bevel it. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and do edge mode, double click, that's one edge. Get this bottom edge right here, double click it. Let's do a bevel. Let's go edit, we'll do a bevel. That's a lot better. Now a one layer bevel is good. You can go as far as you like. You can adjust the fraction or the segment if you want to, but I'm happy with this as it is. Okay, I'll go back to object mode. And I'm going to assign this the material that is currently on my paddle. So I'm going to grab it, right click, adjust my screen here so you guys can see this. Okay, right click and hold, come down to assign existing. I'm going to grab the paddle metal. And now it's all nice and shiny. But I also want to change the middle section to make it more unique. So I go to face mode, and I grab this face. I'll just hold shift, double click it, and I'll do that through the top ring here. When I get to here, I can't really do that because these are triangles and that little clicking trick doesn't work here. So I'll have to kind of do this. Press F to kind of frame up on that. I'm not going to go underneath. And I'll hold shift and I'll continue the trend. Holding shift and double clicking. And I can't do that here, so I have to go all the way around. Now there are a few other tricks to kind of get this a lot faster, but we're already here. Got that, got that. No other things selected, that's good. I'm going to right click and hold. Go ahead and just move this so you can see it. Right click and hold. I'm going to go to assign existing. And I'll grab the light green color. And there is my, there is the ball. Or hockey puck, or whatever you want to call it. And lastly, let's go ahead and just do the UVs. Grab it, go to UV editor. These should pretty much be done for us. Hey, look at that. Because this was a primitive and we didn't have to make any adjustments, it's all ready and good for us. Let's go ahead and close that down, And that should pretty much do it. Go ahead and save your work. In the next one, we will export these and get them over into Unity. All right, stay tuned, and I shall see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Misty and I both thank you. If you enjoyed that video you just watched, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, I'm getting into NFTs. Those are big these days. I was thinking about creating my own coin, but we'll get into that at a later date. But NFTs are pretty hot right now. I'm converting my artwork to NFTs. You can see my Rarible page right here. I've only got 4 items, but I'm adding one as they go. They're not cheap to make, so gotta make them as they go. If you want to support the channel other ways, of course, there's Lame Duck Studios merch, which you can see right here on my Teespring store, as well as Amazon. Speaking of Amazon, I have my books up there under Bruce RF, which is my pen name. Life and Times of Dinah and Marton, as well as the Guardian's Path of Ascension. You can flip through those and see the reviews, and grab a copy, read it, tell me what you think. It helps me out as an author. It also helps me out as everything goes back into the stuff that I'm doing. So more content for you. If you want to keep up with me throughout the day, or just kind of see what's going on in life, hit me up on Twitter under BruceRF1. Again, that is my pen name. If you want to see what's going on my blog, ronflowersjr.me, you can see what I'm writing about, what else is going on in life, difficulties that I have with my projects that I'm working on. A lot of my devlog stuff kind of goes there before it comes here, so it's another way of kind of getting into that. I do also have a Patreon where I release content early if you want to get access to things ahead of time, because most of the stuff I produce, I do things on Sundays and I post on Wednesdays most often, but it goes to Patreon first, so it's kind of there usually a week or so ahead of time, and then it has a release schedule. So if you want to see things early, go there. Let's see, what else is going on? You can also follow me on Facebook under you can do the Lame Duck Studios Facebook or the Bruce RF Facebook. Both of those are available. And a lot of these links are down in the description, so if you want to just hit those up and just click on them and follow them through, that's another way of getting there. Also, we are at 1,300 subscribers. Woo! We're this close to 10,000. But small milestones first. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers, and then we will continue our road building toward that 10,000 milestone. That is going to be pretty awesome for this channel, my humble channel. So yeah, that's all I have for you on this outro. It's a bit of a long one, but a lot of stuff going on. Anyways, stay tuned, and I shall see you next time.